Thunderstep Gaming.
Holy shit, this one's long.
How long?
An hour and 6 minutes.
Oh no.
Game of Thrones Series 7 Episode 6 Beyond the Wall, voiced by Luceus. Taylor. The camera tracks low over a long stone map table, possibly the one in the war room at Dragonstone. A fire.
Possibly.
Possibly what now? Sorry?
Oh, can you not hear the...
Oh, fuck.
Pike.
I'm an idiot. Never mind.
Pike.
Yeah,
Pike.
fuck. 1 second.
Good thing I made a comment immediately as the episode started.
Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Now I've been unmuted.
Burns in the long... Game of Thrones Series 7 Episode 6 Beyond the Wall, voiced by... Directed by Alan Taylor. The camera tracks low over a long stone map table, possibly the one in the war room at Dragonstone. A fire burns in the long stone chamber. The scene changes to the snowy wastes beyond the wall. Jon Snow and his party trudge along the icy bottom of a deep gorge. Jon Snow checks on Gendry, who walks at the head of the line alongside Tormund.
You all right? Ever been north before? Never seen snow before. Beautiful, eh? I can breathe again. Down.
Why is Gendry at the head of the line?
I don't know. He's a blacksmith.
First question of, I'm sure, to be many in this episode. In the next.
Oh, definitely. There's always many.
Yeah.
South here smells like pig shit. You've never been down south. I've been to Winterfell. That's the north. How do you live up here? How do you keep your balls from freezing off? You got to keep moving, that's the secret. Walking's good, fighting's better, fucking's best. There's not a living woman within 100 miles of here. We have to make do with what we've got.
Gendry appears scandalized or perhaps alarmed.
This one's maybe not so smart. Davos says he's a strong fighter. Good. That's more important than being smart. Smart people don't come up here looking for the dead. So, we met this dragon queen, huh?
That is true, Tormund. That is true.
Yes,
Smart
it
people
is.
don't do this.
But none of these characters are smart anymore, so...
Nope.
And
We can't have smart characters anymore. Come on. That would ruin the plot
What are,
if the characters are smart.
What are smart characters? I don't remember what they are.
They existed. They used to exist in better times.
In a bygone era.
Yes. I remember.
I think we've made that reference like every episode we've watched.
Yeah.
she'll only fight beside us if I bend the knee. You spent too much time with the free folk. Now you don't like kneeling. Mansraider was a brave man. A proud man. The king beyond the wall never bent the knee. How many of his people died for his pride?
Okay, that's very out of character, isn't it? That doesn't seem...
Yeah. I don't think Dorman would say that, but hey.
I ain't buying it, I'm afraid.
frozen, almost alien terrain. Thoros speaks to Gendry.
You still mad at us, boy? You sold me to a witch. A priestess. I'll admit it is a subtle distinction.
We're fighting a great war. Wars cost money.
I wanted to be one of you. I wanted to join the Brotherhood, but you sold me off. Like a slave. Do you know what she did to me? She strapped me down on a bed. She stripped me naked.
Sounds all right so far.
And put leeches in me.
Was she naked too?
She needed your blood. Yes, thank you, I know that.
Could have been worse.
She wanted to kill me. But they would have killed me if it wasn't for
But they
Davos.
didn't, did they? So what you whinging about?
I'm not whinging.
Your lips are moving and you're complaining about something. That's whinging. This one's been killed 6 times. You don't hear him bitching about it.
Clegane walks off with Din Djarin. Thoros offers
Nope.
Still love that pronunciation.
Gendry his bottle, and Gendry takes a swig.
Good lad.
Jon Snow now talks with Jorah Mormont.
And let me guess, now all is
First time I
forgiven.
went north of the wall was with your father.
He was a good man. He deserved a better son. Were you with him at the end?
I was a prisoner of the wildlings. But we avenged him. I want you to know that every mutineer found justice.
Can't think of a worse way for him to go. The Night's Watch was his life. He would have died to protect every one of those men. But they butchered him.
I hate that he died that way. My father was the most honorable man I ever met. He was good all the way through. And he died on the executioner's block.
Your father wanted to execute me, you know.
I heard.
He was in the right, of course. Didn't make me hate him any less.
I'm glad he didn't catch you.
Me too.
The pair stop as the rest troop by.
Your father gave me this sword. Changed the pommel from a bear to a wolf. But it's still Longclaw.
Snow presents Jorah Mormont with the mighty sword.
Look, man, a moment. Thought you'd never come back to Westeros. But you are back. And it's been in your family for centuries. It's not right for me to have it. He gave it to you. I'm not his son.
I brought shame into my house. I broke my father's heart. I've forfeited the right to claim this soul. It's yours. It'd serve you well. And your children after you.
He hands the sword back and walks on, leaving Jon Snow stood there deep in thought. At Winterfell, a brazier burns in the snowy courtyard. Arya stands looking out from one of the balconies. Sansa appears at her shoulder.
Father used to watch us from up here.
Oh god, more of the annoying plot.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, let me go get popcorn so I miss it.
Yeah. And then next episode is going to end in the most lame way possible.
It ends. I'll take it.
You probably don't remember you were inside knitting all the time.
I remember.
I remember. But yeah, it's so manufactured as well. There's no real feud between them or anything. It's just completely manufactured by the plot for no.
To have just because they want some tension.
Yeah. As if, there isn't enough tension in the world.
Yeah.
In
I
the whole
watched
story.
I watched an episode last night of season 1.
Mhm.
And oh my god, the contrast is painful.
Yeah. Which one did you watch?
Episode 2. I watched 2 a few days ago. Or I watched
Why?
1 a few days ago. And then I watched 2.
What came over you?
I don't know.
Stop, Google. I don't know how even. What there sounded like GOGLE.
I don't know.
But yeah. Did you watch them with the old description?
Yeah, with the new one. The
Ah,
new
the
one.
Okay, good.
I am touching the old description ever again.
Yeah. I'm hoping the last 3 seasons we do get as well with the new description, although I'm kind of hoping we don't, because the contrast would be even better that way. Like, hey, look at this. We have the first 5, even though the 5th one is kind of in that second group as well for me, but whatever. We have the first 5 with the new fancy description, and then the last 3 we have with this old shitty description. Just
with
like
this
the
fucking
seasons.
One time the boys were shooting arrows with Sir Roderick. I came out here after, and Bran had left his bow behind, just lying on the ground. Sir Roderick would have cuffed him if he saw. There was one arrow in the target. There was no one around, just like now. No one to stop me. So I started shooting. And every shot, I had to go up there and get my one arrow and walk back and shoot it again. I wasn't very good. Finally, I hit the bullseye. Could have been the 20th shot, or the 50th, I don't remember. But I hit the bullseye, and I heard this. I looked up, and he's standing right here, smiling down at me. I knew what I was doing was against the rules, but he was smiling, so I knew it wasn't wrong. The rules were wrong. I was doing what I was meant to be doing, and he knew it.
Oh yeah, girl power moment and shit.
Now he's dead. Killed by the Lannisters. With your help.
Wow. They're really going in on the non-existent feud, but okay.
It's so stupid.
Arya begins to unfurl a small scroll of paper.
That's your pretty handwriting. Septim Mordain used to crack my knuckles because I couldn't write as well as you. Rob, I write to you today with heavy heart. Our good King Robert is dead. Killed from wounds he took in a boar hunt.
You don't have to read it, I remember.
Father has been charged with treason. He conspired with Robert's brothers against my
So
beloved
dumb.
Joffrey and tried to steal his throne. The Lannisters are treating me well and providing me with every comfort. I beg you, come to King's Landing, swear fealty to King Joffrey, and prevent any strife between the great houses of Lannister and Stark. Your faithful sister Sansa.
They forced me to do it.
Did they? With a knife at your throat? Did they put you on a rack and stretch you until your bones started to pop?
You don't know what it was like. I was a child.
So was I. I would have let them kill me before I betrayed my family.
They told me it
Sure you would. Okay, maybe you would. Because you are Arya fucking Stark.
was the only way to save Father.
And you were stupid enough to believe them. I remember you standing on that platform with Joffrey and Cersei when they dragged Father to the block. I remember the pretty dress you were wearing. I remember the fancy way you did your hair.
You were there.
I was there, standing in the crowd near Baelor's statue.
And what did you do? Did you come running to the rescue? Did you fight off the Lannisters and save Father?
I wanted to.
But you didn't, just like me.
I didn't betray him. I didn't betray Rob. I didn't betray our entire family for my beloved Joffrey.
You should be on your knees thanking me. We're standing in Winterfell again because of me. You didn't win it back. Jon didn't win it back. He lost the Battle of the Bastards.
Oh, Jesus. I can't do it. Please help me. Something hurts. Something hurts. I'm gonna die. Jesus. Okay, fine.
The Knights of the Vale won the battle, and they rode north for me, while you were off, where, traveling the world?
I was training.
Training. Well, you...
Oh yeah, that training. Fuck. I don't know how I'm gonna go through season 8 if this is already so painful. Granted, this is one of the worst episodes. But, oof.
You were training. I suffered things you could never imagine.
Oh, I don't know about that. I can imagine quite a lot.
You never would have survived what I survived.
I guess we'll never know.
Well, considering her miraculous ability to be stabbed in the chest, maybe she would have.
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
Or stomach, sorry.
Who did you show it to? Where did you find it?
You're scared, aren't you? What are you scared of? You didn't commit any crimes. No one's going to hang you.
Are you?
You're scared I'll show it to John and he'll be angry. No, that's not John. He'll understand you were just a scared little girl, all alone with the wicked Lannisters.
Do you know how happy Cersei would be right now if she saw us fighting? This is exactly what she wants. It's what she's always wanted, to tear
You're
us
scared the
apart.
Northern Lords will read it. They wouldn't think much of Lady Sansa if they knew how she did Cersei's bidding. What would little Lyanna Mormont say? She's younger than you were when you wrote this. Are you going to say, but I was just a child?
You're angry. Sometimes anger makes people do unfortunate things.
I can't do it. This dialogue. This whole scene.
Sometimes fear makes them do unfortunate things. I'll go with anger.
Arya gives her sister a clear, hard stare, then walks away, leaving Sansa frozen as if in fear. She
Good, are we
turns her
done?
panicked gaze towards the courtyard. Jon Snow's troop continues across the frozen wastes. As Clegane pauses to retie his bootlace, he is approached by Tormund.
You're the one they call the dog. Fuck off. They told me you were mean. Were you born mean or you just said wildlings?
I don't give two shits about wildlings. It's gingers I hate.
Gingers are beautiful. They are kissed by fire. Just like you.
Don't point your fucking finger at me.
The Hound walks off, but Tormund follows, smiling impishly.
Did you trip into the fire when you were a baby?
I didn't trip, I was pushed.
Ever since you've been mean.
Will you fuck off?
I don't think you're truly mean. You have sad eyes.
You want to suck my dick, is that it?
Dick.
Cock.
Ah, dick. I like it.
Bet you do.
I mean, it's dumb, but after that scene, I'll take it.
It's better than that. Oh, this show has deteriorated.
Yeah, it really has.
Can I go back? Can I just forget all of this? Can I just have all of this removed?
Yeah, I would like all of that. Seasons 5 through 8 removed surgically from my brain.
Yeah, just have told me, okay, that's
Just
it. Season 4,
tell
it
me-
ends.
Tell me, like, show was cancelled after season 4. That's it. Why?
Why
'Cause it was
didn't you tell me that?
Because he was super popular or whatever. Why would it be cancelled? Well, you know, they just
Production
cancelled it.
disagreement.
No. They just canceled it because they didn't have enough book material, so they didn't want to fuck it up. Wouldn't that be nice?
I wish
Oh.
they had.
What a nice idea. If only. Yeah, just put that into my brain.
No, it's Especially for me. I have a beauty waiting for me back in Winterfell. If I ever get back there. Yellow hair, blue eyes. Tallest woman you've ever seen. Almost as tall as you.
Brienne of Tarth.
You know her?
You're with Brienne of fucking Tarth.
Well, not with her yet. But I see the way she looks at me.
How does she look at you? When she wants to carve you up and eat your liver?
You do know her.
We've met.
I want to make babies with her. Think of them. Great big monsters. That conquer the world.
How did a mad fucker like you live this long?
Should have killed people.
Din Djarin talks to Jon Snow.
That's another good quote.
I will say the pairing of Tormund and the Hound, I'd watch that show.
I wish it had happened earlier.
Yeah.
Like him.
Who's that?
Your father. I suppose you favor your mother.
You knew him?
Of course I did. When he was hand, he sent me off hunting for the mountain. Your wildling friend told me the Red Woman brought you back. Thoros has brought me back 6 times. We both serve the same lord.
I serve the North.
The North didn't raise you from the dead.
The Lord of Light never spoke to me. I don't know anything about him. I don't know what he wants from me.
He wants you alive.
Why?
I don't know.
That's all anyone can tell me. I don't know. So what's the point in serving a god if none of us knows what he wants?
I think about that all the time. I don't think it's our purpose to understand. Except one thing. We're soldiers. We have to know what we're fighting for. I'm not fighting so some man or woman I barely know can sit on a throne made of swords.
So what are you fighting for?
Life. Death is the enemy. The first enemy, and the last.
But we all die.
The enemy always wins. And we still need to fight him. That's all I know. You and I won't find much joy while we're here. But we can keep others alive. We can defend those who can't defend themselves.
I am the shield that guards the realms of men.
Maybe we don't need to understand any more than that. Maybe that's enough.
Aye.
Hey, it's like the writers are speaking to us. Yeah, you don't need to understand anything. You just watch. Look at the pretty colors.
You just sit back and turn off your brains for an hour.
Yep.
Maybe that's enough.
The Hound, Taurus, and Torment stop, gazing at a distant peak.
That's what I saw on the fire. A mountain like an arrowhead.
Are you sure?
We're getting close.
They walk onwards towards the mountain. At Dragonstone, Daenerys talks to Tyrion.
Do you know what I like about you?
I honestly don't.
You're not a hero.
Oh. I've been heroic on occasion. I once charged through the Mudgate of King's Landing.
I don't want you to be a hero. Heroes do stupid things and they die. Drogo, Jorah, Dario, even this Jon Snow. They all try to outdo each other. Who can do the stupidest, bravest thing?
It's interesting, these heroes you name. Drogo, Jorah, Dario, even this Jon Snow. They all fell in love with you.
Jon Snow's not in love with me.
Oh, my mistake. I suppose he stares at you longingly because he's hopeful for a successful military alliance.
Daenerys cannot hide her pleasure.
He's too little for me. I didn't mean...
As heroes go,
He's too little. That's what she said, all right?
That just dawned on me.
He's too little for me.
For fuck's sake.
I mean...
As heroes go, he is quite little.
I know you're brave. I wouldn't have chosen a coward as my hand.
Tyrion considers this. She sits down opposite him by the fire.
So, if all goes well, I'll finally get to meet your sister. From everything you've told me about her, she'd rather murder me than speak with me.
Oh. First she'd torture you in some horrible way, then she'd murder you. Nobody trusts my sister less than
That is true.
believe me.
Jon Snow's troop trudge onwards through a dense blizzard. The group halts while one man walks onwards. Tormund points. Jon Snow peers through the blizzard while the lone man continues walking forward.
A bear. Big fucker.
Gendry stares.
The bears have blue eyes.
The lone man turns in terror while the others draw their swords. As he flees back to them, he is taken by a terrifying monster. Snow runs to the man's aid, but finds only his abandoned spear. Snow and the others raise their swords. They form a defensive circle, staring out into the whiteout. A huge creature like a polar bear leaps out from the shadows and grabs a man. Two of the men set their sword blades ablaze and confront a second bear.
Hey, now you know the reference, the polar bear reference from the Think Big, Think Small video.
Oh.
Yeah, in book, ice spiders, big as hounds. In show,
Ice spiders.
polar bear.
I
sucks.
am glad
What?
it's not ice spiders.
No, I wanted ice spiders, big as hounds.
I did not want ice spiders, no matter their size.
The bear swats one man aside, then tosses him several yards with its teeth. The other man brings his flaming sword down on the brute's shoulder. The bear, now in flames, confronts the hound, opening its terrifying jaws in a roar. The bear has Clegane on his back. The hound pushes his flaming sword crosswise between the monster's jaws. Taurus swings his battle axe against the bear's head. The enraged creature now turns and begins mauling him. Clegane looks on as if helpless. Another man runs up and plunges his dagger into the bear's head. The creature falls. He and others drag Taurus away. Clegane watches as Thoris's wounds are exposed.
We have to get him back to Eastwatch.
Flask.
The men locate Thoris's bottle and hand it to him. Clegane looks on in dismay as Thoris drinks deeply. Dindarin applies his flaming sword to Thoris's chest wounds. Jorah Mormont spots Clegane walking away.
You all
by a dead bear.
Aye. You did.
Funny old life. Right then.
They pull Thoros to his feet. Dindarin plunges his flaming sword into the snow to extinguish it. Jon Snow stands by Tormund, looking down at the casualties. The trail of enormous paw prints extends away into the surrounding storm. At Winterfell, Sansa talks to Littlefinger. Jon Snow's somewhat diminished troop march onward, nearing the mountain. Mormont talks to Taurus.
Someone I've always wanted to know.
All right.
How drunk were you when you charged through the breach on Pike?
If I'm being honest, I don't remember charging through the bridge. Some of the lads told me about it the next morning. Sounded like a good scrap.
Aye. It was a proper scrap. The Ironborn thought you were some kind of god. The way you were waving that flaming sword. I thought you were the bravest man I ever saw.
Just the drunkest.
Thoros nudges Jorah good-naturedly and walks on. Tormund, marching at the head, pauses and raises his hand. Jon Snow watches as Tormund continues cautiously up the slope. Jon joins him, and they peer warily through a gap in the rocks to where below them they spot a line of the dead marching along a track.
Where's the rest of them? If we wait long enough, we'll find out.
Jon Snow's troop continue onwards through the savagely inhospitable terrain. The contingent of 20 or so dead, led by a White Walker, come to a halt in a frozen valley. The White Walker crosses to where a small campfire is burning. He looks around. Jon Snow's troop leap out from cover. Jon Snow fights with the White Walker. Gendry gets in some heavy blows with his hammer. One of the dead has Jorah Mormont by the throat. Jon swings his sword and shatters the White Walker. The dead men crumble one by one. Tormund, Snow, Gendry and Mormont draw breath. One of the dead has failed to crumble to dust.
Well, isn't that fucking convenient?
Convenient, you say? No.
Yeah.
No. How could you even possibly think that?
Oh, it makes no sense.
No, but obviously it makes perfect sense. They needed one, right? So they wanted to capture one, so they got one. There you go. That's how it works.
But why even add that?
That's
Why
that's
have
how
the
that
others
works.
crumble?
They needed one, so that one obviously
One
out of
remains
courtesy
because
to them, because they knew that they were coming for one, so they were like, okay, well,
yeah, you know, let's be nice here.
you wanna bring one of us south? Cool. They were like, they had a committee before they came. These White Walkers had a committee. They were like, okay, which one of you will we send south? And they had a vote.
Yeah.
They had a civilized discussion, and at the end they had a vote, and that guy voted to go south.
Very diplomatic, Hell Zombies.
To be the first white, well, not White Walker, but first white to go south in probably thousands of years. It was a great honor for that guy.
Also, wasn't there kind of a thing about the wall having like magic on it or something that kept whites out?
Yes.
But so how is that going to work? Or is it just going to be ignored?
I don't know.
I'm going to bet that it's just going to be ignored.
Uh-huh.
How about this? If it comes up, I will do an extra roll with Melvin.
Ooh, okay.
And if it doesn't, the next wine that comes up, I can ignore.
Oh, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that.
So it doesn't come up, basically, is what you're saying.
Let's not do that, Bet.
No, let's do that bit.
No.
I think we should do that bit.
I refuse.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, we won't do it. So now if it does come up and you just forgot it or something, you're going to be very disappointed.
No, it won't come up. There's no way.
Yeah, that's but like, why do you write things and then proceed to ignore them? It makes no sense. Because it didn't matter for plot. Like, it was literally, I think, an offhand mention at some point.
Because they don't give a shit.
Why did they even put it in?
Because they don't give a shit.
For fuck's sake, lads, what are you doing? Jesus.
The men surround the foul, snarling creature. Torment throws aside his axe and punches the ghoul to the ground. As others leap to pin it down, it lets out its terrible cry. The hound tries to stop the creature's mouth, only to find that he has a handful of putrescent lips stuck to his glove.
Okay, that is horrible.
Jon Snow looks ominously around as echoes rumble around the surrounding crags, as if in response to the ghoul's cry. Jorah gets to his feet, listening anxiously. Jon Snow turns back to him, and as if on cue, Jorah gets out a canvas bag, which he pulls over the creature's head. Jon watches the gap in the surrounding rocks and then turns urgently to Gendry.
Run back to Eastwood. Get a raven to Daenerys. Tell her what's happened. I'm not leaving you. You're the fastest. Go, now!
I'm just not gonna. Just. Please keep going.
What is the problem with that exactly?
Isn't it like a...
There are a lot of problems with that. Holy shit.
How long have they been traveling by now?
A lot.
So presumably more than like a day or 2 days.
Yes.
So he has no supplies, no food.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, what if he gets lost? He's never been out here before.
Mm-hmm.
Thirdly, he could get attacked by a random White Walker or something on his own. Considering his aptitude, in quotes, for combat, he's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything I'm missing here?
Yeah, I think you're missing like 1,000 other points, but Jon saying you're the fastest and that's it. Like, okay, I'm sure. We'll just accept that as fact.
Hey, I wish I could win my own arguments by just saying a random statement that everyone had to take as fact.
Also, but I mean, why would Gendry be the fastest? He's a fucking
blacksmith, whereas everyone else is like a trained soldier.
He's not fast. But also, it's just a terrible, for anyone, not just for Gendry, but for anyone to be like, yeah, go run all the way back down to Eastwatch by yourself through this blizzard to send a raven to Dany to come back with a dragon. Presumably, that's what they want. I'm guessing.
That'll take like at least a week.
Why they didn't just have Dany come with them with a dragon?
Okay, I have a good explanation for that. You see,
yes.
There is an explanation.
Yeah.
reasons.
Oh, right. Because the plot needed to happen.
Yep. See, more plot convenience. Like the very civilized undead.
Yeah. I love that story.
Hey, maybe they just want to bring democracy to the Seven Kingdoms, and they're doing this whole like crazy zombie thing as just a way in, you know?
It's a cover. Yeah, it's just a cover.
To distract people from the true plan.
Yeah. I love this.
The White King is actually President Donald Trump himself. Or the Night King, even.
I'm gonna need to make this stream public. I think this headcanon of White Walkers actually being, diplomatic and democratic leaders of the future. I mean, that needs to be publicized.
We need to expand on this and make a research paper on it.
Yeah. But yeah, so why exactly did they even need to send Gendry? Like, what's happened exactly?
I'm not quite sure. He screamed, so...
Oh, right, because I guess they're going to be surrounded by walkers soon. But, like, they didn't have contingencies for that before? They didn't think of that before? I mean, clearly not. What am I even saying?
No, they're not smart characters.
This plan was insane.
Anymore.
This plan was absolutely insane at first, but,
Also, does this have zombie rules where if you get bit, you're... No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay, because if it did, then that plan became even more insane.
You need to... Yeah, no. You need to... I think you need to straight up die to become a white.
No, but I mean, say if a white kills you by biting you, do you become a white?
Yes.
Then this plan is so stupid, like.
It is stupid.
One person dies. Oh, now we have two. Oh, another person dies. Oh, lovely. We have our own little horde going. And I'm dead.
Yep.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm sorry, but season 8 cannot be worse than this.
Oh, no.
I don't care what you say. There is no way it can get lower.
Good thing we have
hit
this on,
rock bottom.
Good thing we have this on stream so I can play this to you when we get to season 8.
Do you get an archive?
Well, I can download it.
Oh, yeah, true. It's private, so you can still rewatch it.
Yep.
If you wanted to. But yeah, I know. We should actually do like that time-traveling Tyrion fetus story. Or theory. We should write it up as this, semi-serious... Like,
it was written up. Didn't you... I sent you...
No, not that. We should write up our theory, is what I'm talking about.
Oh, right.
As like one of those sort of posts.
Oh, yeah. I should totally make that. I don't know how I would do it. I'm sure they would... I don't think there's any, like... Because the thing with the time-traveling fetus, they did actually provide some quote-unquote evidence.
I'm sure if we dug around, we could find some. Because their evidence was very, very fucking loose. So
I don't know.
I'd say we could manage that standard of evidence.
I don't know how we could provide evidence for White Walkers being actual, thinking, democratic, diplomatic people.
Well, hey, this particular thing, we just one deciding not to crumble today. Could be one.
Yeah, so the way that works is apparently when a White Walker dies, it's like the minions, quote unquote, under its control all die as well. So
except apparently
that
not.
one was under some other White Walker's control, is what we're meant to assume. I don't know.
Oh my god, now I have this image in my head of that guy just being the one guy no one liked and was just shunted from troop to troop. Poor Jerry, he's had a very rough life, or unlife, as it were.
Yeah, I love it. Oh my god.
I think we should make this fucking public.
This is great. Yeah. See, when the show is this bad, we make the villains into heroes because the heroes are absolutely insanely stupid.
I would rather see a show where the zombies were actually, not wanted to, were actually revolutionaries. And then this shit. Imagine how they get past the wall and they're like, okay, lads, we can take off our disguises now.
Zombie revolution coming to theaters near you.
And they're just a bunch of like 60s, 70s white dudes. We don't need to build a wall. There already is one.
Oh my god.
The United Seven Kingdoms.
Give it.
Gendry reluctantly yields up his hammer, then runs off while the others hurry.
Why are you taking his holy meat?
So if he does get attacked, he's fucked. Oh my god.
They're like, hey, if this white crumbles, at least if Gendry gets turned into one, we might be able to find him.
Away in the opposite direction.
I hate the show.
Come on! Come on!
It's
almost so bad it's good at this point.
Which now begins to crack.
Stop!
Wait, no, so... Oh, okay, no, it's just cracking. Okay, that makes more sense.
But, I mean, maybe it does make sense. You know, Gendry was presumably rowing that boat for like 3 seasons. So he's got a lot of stamina.
That is true. That is true.
So maybe, you know.
Hey, maybe that's literally the only reason they took him, as like a sacrificial bait / distraction.
Yeah.
It's like, here, zombie, 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 here, zombie, zombie, zombie.
But
you can have this one and we'll run away.
But that's giving these idiots too much credit.
True. I could see Tyrion season 1 doing
from
that.
Overhead, the lake seems huge. Looking back, they see a vast corpse army in pursuit.
Go!
The men run desperately towards
Oh
a
no,
small
it's
island
the
of
tax
rock
department.
in the center of the lake, while the dead fan out as if to surround them.
Yes, you need to pay the death tax.
Yes. Value your soul.
Your soul shall be mine.
Indeed.
One of the men slips and falls perilously close to being caught. Jon reaches the rocks and draws his sword. The other men reach the rocks, but they now seem to be surrounded. The dead now begin to
we're not
plummet
sure.
through the cracking ice.
Oh, that's convenient, isn't it?
Jon Snow and the others look on horrified as line after line of the dead plunge through into the icy water, while countless thousands more ring the shores of the lake.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I see exactly what's it.
A comfortless night falls as Gendry pounds onwards back to Eastwatch. Arriving at a crest of rock, he takes a breath before running onwards towards the wall.
What?
The surrounding army of the dead wait patiently, while on the island of rock, Snow's men's situation appears bleakly hopeless. The living corpse snarls and struggles against its bonds. Mormont gazes across at the besieging force. Jon Snow sits, hunkered down and brooding darkly. Gendry, nearing the wall, trips and falls flat on his face in the snow.
Wait. Okay, one
He
second,
struggles
please.
to get back up.
Yeah.
How?
How does he trip and fall on his face? I mean...
No, not that. How has he got here so quickly?
I mean, I told you, man. They have in season 7. They have invisible jetpacks.
No, new theory. Gendry is apparently the Flash. Who knew?
All that secret crossover. We didn't even know about it.
Yeah.
Up.
Gendry is the Flash, and Arya is apparently Wolverine.
Happily, he is lying just in front of the Portcullis gate and has been spotted.
How convenient!
Oh, the convenience! Please kill me now. In a blizzard, the chances of him just happening to arrive at the right gate just as someone happened to be able to see him through a blizzard.
We should point out, there are 17 castles on the wall. Only 3 of them are manned.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He could have landed at none of the castles or any of the abandoned ones, or gotten completely lost because he doesn't know the terrain. He's never been here. Let's not even.
No, I see exactly what they're trying to do. Oh, they're in a place where they're safe, but they can't get out, but the enemies can't reach them. They want. They're setting up for a moment where Daenerys swoops in, burns away the undead, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, it's so transparent.
It is.
Unlike earlier seasons.
Indeed.
Men carrying torches run to his aid. Davos Seaworth runs to Gendry and gathers him in his arms.
What happened? Where are the others? Raven. We need to send a Raven. Get the Maester. Now!
Back at the lake, Snow's men huddle wearily together, ice crystals forming in their hair.
So how long is this supposed to have been now?
Slowly to his feet. He crosses to where the captive ghoul lies snarling. He kicks the creature. Other of the men get up and all look around at the surrounding army seemingly reacting to the kick. Dindarin crosses to where Thoros lies. Thoros does not react. Clegane watches as Dindarin respectfully covers his comrade's face with his blanket. Clegane kneels by the body.
They say it's one of the better ways to go.
The Hound fishes out Thoros's flask, uncorks it, and drinks.
Wand of light.
Hey, remember when the Hound said, "Fuck the water, give me wine"?
Oh, yes. Hey, we don't know what's in that. Could be fucking vodka or something.
Episode.
Unlike this one.
That one was written by GRRM.
Also unlike this one.
Show us the way. Come to us in our darkness and lead your servant into the light.
As Clegane makes to drink more, Jon Snow grabs the flask.
We have to burn his body.
He pours the spirit on the body.
We'll all be close behind him. Unless the Lord of Light is kind enough to send us a bit of fire.
Dindarin unsheaths his sword and runs his gloved hand up the blade to ignite it. He touches the flaming blade to Thoris's body. Clegane turns away.
Lord of Light, come to us in our darkness. The night is dark and full of terrors.
Jon Snow walks to the water's edge, past the captive ghoul. Jorah Mormont joins him.
very soon. And so will the water. When you killed the White Walker, almost all the dead that followed it fell. Why?
Maybe he was the one who turned them.
We can go for the walkers. Maybe we'll stand a chance.
No. We need to take that thing back with us. There's a raven flying for Dragonstorm now.
How do you know?
Okay, Jon Snow is a Jedi. Gotcha.
How do you know that? Gendry could have died in a billion different ways. Or just
Or
not
he
got
could
into
have just
the wall
said,
anyway.
"Ah, fuck this! I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm
Yeah.
done." That's what I would have done.
Sending me to run 1,000 miles or whatever in a blizzard without even a weapon to defend myself. Fuck that.
Yeah, they fucking took us out.
Although,
That's such a dick move.
what else is he going to do though? He can't just stay in the blizzard, to be fair. So
Just go. True, but yeah, true. I can't think of anything.
yeah, the closest thing to anything resembling civilization is the wall.
So, when he's going there anyway, he kind of might as well.
Yeah. In show, wall big.
Varys is our only chance.
No. There's another. Killed him. He turned them all.
Dindarin points to where the Night King sits astride his horse.
You don't understand.
The Lord brought you back, and he brought me back. No one else, just us. Did he do it to watch us freeze to death?
Who knows? He could be just that much of a dick.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it would definitely subvert expectations. So, and that's what...
That's what counts in this culture.
That's what D&D like to do. So, who knows?
Hey, if that's how it ended, honestly, I would accept it.
Yeah. Fuck, I'd take that over what we got.
I still don't think season 8 can possibly be as bad. Like, it can't be as bad as this. I'm sure they'll somehow manage to impress me yet again, but for now I am clutching to my naivety as tightly as I can.
You sweet summer child.
No, I think that's gone.
You don't know. You don't know the true winter.
No one else, just us. Did he do it to watch us freeze to death?
Careful, Beric. You lost.
But yeah, see how they're sort of setting up Jon Snow killing the Night King, which would make sense.
Yeah,
right? That would be a satisfying sort of payoff for the 7 seasons of setup, wouldn't it?
let me guess, it's not going to happen.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Your priest. This is your last life.
I've been waiting for the end for a long time. Maybe the Lord brought me here to find it.
The Lord I've ever met's been a cunt. Don't see why the Lord of Light should be any different.
I mean, the Hound speaks the truth.
As always.
As always.
His character came through it relatively unruined.
Yeah.
So far.
Jon Snow seems to lock eyes with the ghastly Night King.
Also, problem, how are you going to get over there?
Winterfell.
My lady.
She takes the scroll from the attendant lord and unfolds it.
My lady.
It's an invitation to King's Landing.
Sansa has now summoned Brienne of Tarth.
My lady, you are the Lady of Winterfell.
I am, and you will represent my interests at this gathering as you see them.
They invited you. They want you there.
I will not set foot in King's Landing while Cersei Lannister is queen. If they want another Stark prisoner, they can come and take me. Till then, I'll remain where I belong. I have work to do here.
It's not safe.
Sir Jaime will be there. You said he treated you honorably before.
I'm not worried about me. It's not safe leaving you with Littlefinger.
I have many guards who would happily imprison him or behead him whether or not you're here.
And you trust their loyalty? You trust he hasn't been speaking to them all behind your back? Let me at least leave Podrick behind to watch over you. He has become a competent swordsman.
I do not need to be watched over or minded or cared for. I'm not a child. I am the Lady of Winterfell and I am home. This is the safest place for me.
My lady, I swore an oath to protect you and your sister if I abandon you.
The trip to King's Landing is long, Lady Brienne, and you won't be traveling on summer roads. The sooner you leave, the better your chances of making it on time.
Sansa is a cunt, as it turns out.
Well, what's new there then?
Nothing. I just wanted to point it out again. She's a cunt.
Okay.
Yes, my lady.
Brienne, clearly discontented, turns and walks out. Sansa follows her with eyes which seem slightly furtive. Daenerys' dragons rouse themselves from a doze.
You can't. The most important person in the world can't fly off to the most dangerous place in the world.
Who else can?
No one. They knew the risk when they left. You can't win the throne if you're dead. You can't break the wheel if you're dead.
Okay.
So what would you have me do?
Are these Raven fucking... What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But did they give the Ravens the invisible jetpacks as well? Oh, no, wait. They can fly anyway.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make sense. Even... for
this one
fuck's
episode
sake.
has been... yeah, I definitely, yeah. So far, this is the worst episode ever in the show. Definitely. But...
yeah.
And get this, there are 7 episodes left in the show total, right? 1 in season 7, 6 in season 8.
Mm-hmm.
5 of those are worse than this one.
I don't believe you. I flat out refuse.
Maybe 4. There's one... The next one, like the last one of season 7 is... I'm not exactly sure because it's been a long time since I watched this, obviously. I didn't want to rewatch it. So...
I wonder why. It's such a good show.
I know. I just, I wasn't feeling it. But this one could be worse than the next one, or the next one could be worse than this one. I don't remember. I'm not quite sure. But the 4 that I'm talking about in season 8 are definitely worse. But hey, there are at least 2 episodes that you can look forward to that are better than this.
That's really not a high bar.
It's very low bar, but there you go.
Having my teeth removed with pliers would be better than this.
Hey, you wanted this.
No, I didn't.
No, I'll just remind you. You were the one who was like, hey, let's watch Game of Thrones.
I did not make that well-informed decision.
And I
did not have all the information.
I was like, are you sure? The latest seasons, especially season 8, are really bad. And you were like, yeah, let's do it anyway.
I didn't know how bad it was. I regret that decision.
I mean, I don't know. I don't regret watching Game of Thrones as a whole because the first 4 seasons are still amazing. Even though
no.
They are retroactively kind of ruined by the later ones, but like, if you can divorce them from the later ones and just watch them on
in my head,
face,
it's a separate show.
It's, you know,
in my head, seasons 5 through 8 are a fan-made show.
Pretty much. That's how you treat it. You just treat the later seasons as fan fiction. A terrible fan fiction.
Okay, I have read better fan fiction than this.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
Can't win the throne if you're dead. Can't break the wheel if you're dead.
So what would you have me do?
Nothing. Sometimes nothing is the hardest thing to do. If you die, we're all lost. Everyone, everything.
You told me to do nothing before and I listened to you. I'm not doing nothing again.
She turns to mount her dragon, which now lumbers away and launches itself off the high cliff, followed by the other two. Clegane, clutching Gendry's hammer, stands on the edge of the rocky islet, gazing across at the corpse army. He picks up a stone and hurls it across the water. The skull-headed corpse it hits staggers slightly but seems unperturbed by the hole in its face.
Dumb cunt.
Jon Snow looks on wearily as Clegane picks up a larger rock. This one bounces across the reformed ice to land at the hideous feet of the skull-faced corpse. The corpse looks down with its eyeless sockets and then up at Clegane.
Oh, fuck.
The corpse sets off across the ice. The men get to their feet. The men draw their weapons.
Also, how stupid are these zombies? Why don't they throw shit at them?
The ice towards them. Dindarin lights his sword. The men all wait nervously. Clegane launches in with his hammer and the battle commences. Dindarin's flaming sword ignites a corpse and he kicks it backwards. Clegane watches with contemptuous disbelief as his first corpse reanimates. Clegane hammers a hole in the ice through which the corpse disappears. The situation appears utterly hopeless. Corpses continue to stream across the ice. The captive ghoul continues to struggle. Clegane throws down the hammer and takes up a hatchet. Tormund fights valiantly with his battle axe. Jorah Mormont fights with double knives alongside Jon Snow. He grabs a corpse by the neck as it attacks Snow. Dindarin's flaming blade continues to bring down its share of corpses. Tormund flings a corpse over his shoulder.
That makes it sound like the sword is doing on its own.
Dindarin desperately fights off corpses trying to free the captive. Dindarin slashes with his flaming sword. A whole crowd of corpses seem to bring down Clegane.
Fall back! Fall back! Come on!
Clegane is back on his feet. Tormund hacks at the enemy, but is now overpowered. Jorah Mormont tries to intervene. Clegane slashes with his axe. Half a dozen corpses now get Tormund on the ground. Other corpses surge back up through the hole in the ice to help drag Tormund down.
He is dead, right?
Presumably.
In the nick of time, Clegane clubs the corpses aside and gets Tormund back onto his feet. Jon Snow drags the captive corpse.
Yeah, no, we can't have dead characters anymore in the show.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
It's not like
that's what.
It's not like the show was made famous by that, but hey, you know. Plot armor. Now this show has descended to the base level of television.
Death fake outs.
Aside as his men continue the fight. A corpse knocks Jon's hand away from the captive ghoul. He kills the corpse while one of his men grabs the captive. This man now comes under attack. Snow tries to save him, but he topples from the rock and into the hands of the ravening horde below. Snow watches in horror as they seem to splashily devour his flesh.
Splashily? What?
Oh, but of course, like all quote-unquote good television, we can have red shirts dying. That's fine.
Yeah.
We're gonna can't have our main characters dying. That's just, come on, man.
Oh, no.
Can't do that. Not on Game of Thrones.
The thought. Sure, this show is such a child-friendly, happy show. Nothing bad ever happens here.
Yeah. Our main characters are obviously all safe. It's just, you know, part of the social contract between us as the viewers and the showrunner. Whatever.
Hey, honestly, I think these guys should make kids shows because kids wouldn't see through their absolute fucking bullshit.
I think even kids would.
Probably. Hey, and if it wasn't so,
kids can be pretty smart.
Yeah, I'd love to show this to a child if it wasn't so, you know, just to see. But it has the violence issues
and the swearing and the killing and the sex and
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
And brother fucking.
Oh yeah. Jesus. This show is very bad.
Other survivors are now besieged on a tiny point of rock.
Incoming dragon in 3, 2.
Clegane and Dindarin continue fighting furiously.
Probably not too far off.
Jon watches Mormont fighting and then eyes the latest wave of corpses as they clamber up the rock. As he raises his sword, they are incinerated in a gust of dragon's breath.
Called
the
it.
3 dragons swoop and dive above the corpse army, blasting them to...
Like, we all saw this coming, right?
Obviously.
Again, this show
when everything looks desperate, when it looks like everyone's dead.
The show has turned from a bastion of newness in storytelling, of freshness, into
to this.
We do what everyone else does. the most mediocre bullshit.
Charred fragments of bone. The grisly remains sink down through the icy water of the lake. Snow and his men stand exhausted, watching as their enemies are engulfed by fire and water. Daenerys, from her perch on the dragon's neck, looks down at Jon Snow. Blasting another battalion of the dead, she now lands on the rocks. As the dragon shields the men between its front feet, Daenerys stretches her hand down to Jon Snow. Before he can take her hand, however, he finds he has to defend himself from more corpses. One of the White Walkers places a fearsome short spear into the hand of the Night King. As Jon continues fighting, the Night King walks slowly but with fell purpose through a line of flame on the ridge above the
Fell purpose.
You're not fucking...
Illidan.
True. But no, that's not what I was thinking. What's his name? Fuck. J.R.R. Tolkien, man. You can't... He uses those words.
Does he?
Yeah, constantly.
Hmm.
If you actually read...
I guess he stole that. I guess he stole that from Tolkien.
Yeah. No, but if you actually read Lord of the Rings, everything is described as fucking fell. It's insanity. It's fair or fell.
Oh yeah, fair. I remember fair. Fair, yeah. I need to read that again, because last time I read it was a long time ago, but I didn't really like it. Maybe now that I'm older.
Maybe. I would
wiser,
recommend, unless you
perhaps.
are really interested in them, skip the
Probably
fucking
not.
songs. There are way too many of them.
Oh yeah, the songs are dumb. Sorry to all Tolkien superfans.
And also, because I apparently hate my life, I started to try and read the Silmarillion. I got like 3 pages
Ooh.
in and said, nope,
Yeah, I want to read that as well, but
don't.
it's like
lake. Clegane seems to finish off the captured corpse.
Seems to. We're not sure, though.
The men take their seat.
well, in this case, that might actually be appropriate
Why?
because they're undead. They come back.
Fair.
Behind
I'll allow it this
Daenerys on
time.
the dragon's back while Jon continues fighting below. The Night King stops at the edge of the ridge and raises the spear. He hurls it at one of the dragons in flight. Daenerys watches in horror as the animal bursts into flames and falls to earth. Jon Snow turns aghast to see the dragon seemingly hemorrhaging violently, crashing onto the frozen lake. The dying dragon, with a terrible grace, slips backwards off the ice and into the water, its snout and clawed wingtips being the last things to disappear. Dindarin, Tormund and Jorah Mormont look on, astounded. Mormont, sat behind Daenerys, casts a look at the grieving queen.
Now you might say, "Ooh, that was unexpected," but actually, we could have seen that coming as well.
Yeah. Also, how? Not the fire thing. I'll put that down to magic. I'll allow it. But how does a dragon slamming from the air into ice that cracked from people walking over it not break the ice? How does this logic?
Reader response theory, man.
Sorry?
Reader response theory.
What's that?
Well, that's... I think that's the theory that they were going for.
What is it though? What's it mean?
It's basically a theory of literary criticism where everything is kind of left to a reader's interpretation.
Okay, that's bullshit. Because I'm interpreting this as bullshit. Because that ice has been refrozen through either, I don't know, a day, a week, a month. It's very unclear. But anyway, through a time frame that is presumably less than the last one because, you know, I doubt it got broken every day. So how does... why? That doesn't logic.
Jon Snow turns towards the Night King, fighting off 2 corpses. Snow looks with hatred at the Night King. Then, realizing that the Night King is being handed a second spear, he shouts to Daenerys.
Go! Go now, please!
As Jon Snow runs towards the Night King, he is mobbed by corpses and plunged by them through a hole in the ice. Daenerys looks on in horror. Jon sinks through the murky depths. Daenerys, spotting the Night King advancing, spurs on her dragon, which flaps its wings, knocking over hordes of corpses, and then takes off. The Night King throws his spear. Daenerys does a half-barrel roll to avoid being hit. The men cling for dear life to the dragon's spines. As they gain altitude, Daenerys looks back down at the dreadful lake in which lies not only the body of one of her dragon children, but also that of Jon Snow. Her expression is grim.
Yeah, but he's our main character here, so, you know, he's not dead.
How will he survive this one? That's all I want to know. Hey, maybe we should keep a fucking Jon Snow death tally. Like one for when he should have died, but doesn't.
At this point, we should keep everyone's death tally.
Yeah, what's Arya at now? 2?
2. Oh, but trust me, that's gonna reach high numbers in season 8.
Hey, we should take a shot every time that goes up.
Jesus.
Well, I would if I had anything to take a shot with.
The Night King mounts his hideous horse and moves off, surrounded by his white walkers, while the corpses fire
not
away
the
in the
horse.
opposite direction.
What?
The frozen
Why is he
lake
just...
sits abandoned once more. Longclaw lies where it fell by the ice hole. Jon Snow suddenly emerges from the water. He grabs his sword.
What?
Using the hilt of the sword as an ice pick, he crawls out onto the ice.
What?
He collapses face down on the frozen lake. The corpse army, filing away, suddenly stops and turns to see Jon Snow walking painfully away from the lake. He stumbles, then looks round at the corpses. He walks towards them so stiffly one might almost think he joined their ranks, but he now raises his sword. The vast horde of corpses now stampede towards Jon Snow. Suddenly they seem to be defeated by a single horseman swinging a flaming mace.
Even he's surprised, like, what is this bullshit that I'm describing right now?
I would be too, honestly. But they're not even bothering to justify it anymore. How does he, with no weapon, kill, I don't know how many, he wasn't specific, but presumably a lot of corpses underwater, and then manage to claw his way up through an ice hole and also hold his breath for what's presumably like 2-3 minutes, maybe 4? I call bullshit. I call so much bullshit.
The horseman pulls up, dismounts, and pulling away his black hood and scarf reveals his face.
Uncle Benjamin. Right for the path. Come with me. There's no time. Go!
John races away on Benjin's horse, leaving his uncle to face the rallying corpses, armed only with his flaming mace on a chain. Looking back, Jon Snow sees, as if in some terrible dream, his uncle swinging the mace. The flame then goes out, and Benjin is overwhelmed by the foul creatures.
Oh no, so sad. The character who was already dead is dead again.
Jon Snow rides away into the falling dusk. On the
Except
strand
he's probably
below
not.
Eastwatch, 3 figures walk along the beach towards a rowing boat. The lead
Is he
figure
actually
is
dead, though?
Clegane, who carries on his
I think he actually is this time.
That's impossible. Oh no, sorry. How is it even possible?
What the frig, Game of Thrones? How is it? Oh, that's Illidan's WoW, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going with. That's what I was going with. Hey, but quick question. Are you recording different Meldon voice lines for each wheel item?
I will.
When you're doing that, I wanna be in on that.
Sure.
shoulder the captive corpse, once more snarling and struggling. He tosses the corpse into the boat and turns to Dindarin and Tormund.
We'll meet again, Clegane.
Fucking hope not.
Clegane heads to the boat.
That's me about seeing
Tormund
the show.
and Dindarin turn to watch, high above the wall, Daenerys' dragon as it swoops away. In an observation post perched high on the wall stands Daenerys. Behind her stands Mormont.
It's time to go, Your Grace.
A bit longer.
She stands gazing out beyond the wall to the north.
Oh, not this trope, for fuck's sake.
The dragon swoops high above the frozen wastes beyond the wall. Daenerys studies the expanse of white, then finally turns to Mormont. Mormont himself, however, hearing the shouting, turns back, and Daenerys returns to the parapet to see Jon Snow riding towards the gate.
Which trope are you thinking of?
The one where a character almost dies and then the female love interest somehow happens to be the only one who believed he was alive and is about to give up hope when he just reappears. It's a fucking miracle. No, it's not. It's lazy fucking writing.
Daenerys seems almost to quiver in relief.
I can't
ship,
anymore.
Davos Seaworth seems to be struggling to crack Jon Snow's frozen clothing.
It's like,
wait, what?
It's like after the book material, these guys were like, "Oh shit, what do we do now?" Well, let's do what every other story ever does. That should work, right?
Also, Luceus, I'm sorry. There is no way I am watching another episode of this. It's not happening.
Oh, it's happening.
No, it's not. I will
It
log
is.
off. I am
It
not
was your
doing
fault.
it. No,
You wanted this.
I'm not. No, not tonight. I'm not doing another one tonight. Obviously, we'll do another one.
Oh, well, no, not
But
tonight.
not tonight. Not tonight.
Not tonight. I didn't even.
Okay, good. Good. No, but I obviously I want to finish it at this point. We're too far into and just give up.
Yeah.
But I could not take any more tonight.
No, not tonight.
Thankfully.
Ship Davos Seaworth seems to be struggling to crack Jon Snow's frozen clothing off him where he lies semi-conscious in bed.
Yeah, that's another question. How is he not dead of frostbite or hypothermia?
So they got him to bed before they removed his frozen clothing, and then I don't.
Yeah, but again, how is he not dead of frostbite or something or hypothermia?
How they not?
Like,
how they all not dead from a billion different things.
oh, for fuck's sake! I'm sorry,
Other men
but
come
there's
to
nothing
assist
worse
Sir
than
Davos.
this.
At the doorway of the cabin stands Daenerys, who looks on with a mixture of wonder, pity, and budding realization at the dozen or so.
She loves him.
Oh wow! Fuck's sake!
And he's gonna bend the knee, and he's gonna say, "My queen."
Oh, for fuck's sake!
So now I've definitely spoiled it. Now you definitely know who McQueen is, if you hadn't figured it out already.
I had a pretty good guess.
Terrible scars all over Jon's chest and stomach.
Oh yeah, that trope too. He's gonna look at his scars.
Oh.
So he's so manly with his scars.
I
and
didn't
shit.
sign up to watch a fucking awful romance movie from the fucking 80s. Oh. No, sorry, 80s romance would be better
At
than this shit.
Winterfell, Sansa rather secretively enters a bedchamber. She casts a look at Arya's.
Still a better love story than Twilight.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, I would rather watch Twilight than this.
Shit, I wouldn't. I mean, it's.
Hey, we could put that on the wheel.
Nope.
Dagger lying on a table. She looks in a bureau, then seemingly not finding anything.
That's not how it's pronounced. Not how it's pronounced. The Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Oh. Yes. The Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Honestly, though, the audio descript guy isn't the worst thing about this anymore.
No, not at all.
He has been passed long ago.
Turns to look under the bed. She pulls out a leather satchel and undoes the buckles. Opening the case, she pulls out a bland mask. She pulls out a second mask, clearly of Walder Frey, and examines it ominously.
Not what you're looking for.
I have hundreds of men here at Winterfell, all loyal to me.
They're not here now.
What are these?
My faces.
Where did you get them?
In Bravos. While I was training to be a faceless man.
What does that mean?
Good fucking question.
That is a good question.
Back in Bravos, before I got my first face, there was a game I used to play. The game of faces. It's simple. I ask you a question about yourself, and you try to make lies sound like the truth. If you fool me, you win.
Oh, not this bullshit again.
If I catch a lie, you lose. Let's play.
I don't want to play.
How do you feel about Jon being king? Is there someone else you think should rule the North instead of him?
Those faces. What are they?
You want to do the asking? Are you sure? The game of faces didn't turn out so well for the last person who asked me questions.
Tell me what they are.
Tell me.
What's that from?
That's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge reference.
Oh.
We both wanted to be other people when we were younger. You wanted to be a queen. To sit next to a handsome young king on the Iron Throne. I wanted to be a knight. To pick up a sword like father and go off to battle. Neither of us got to be that other person, did we? The world doesn't just let girls decide what they're going to be. But I can now. With the faces, I can choose. I can become someone else. Speak in their voice. Live in their skin. I could even become you.
She reaches out and picks up her dagger, advancing towards Sansa.
I wonder what it would feel like to wear those pretty dresses. To be the Lady of Winterfell. All I'd need to find out is your face.
She offers the handle of the dagger to Sansa. Arya now turns and walks away. Sansa is left seemingly disconcerted. On the ship returning to Dragonstone, Jon
how long
Snow's
is left?
eyelids flicker and he wakes up.
Not long.
The cabin, as if seen through his eyes, takes a moment to come into focus, but when it does, he finds Daenerys sat by his bed, smiling fondly down at him.
Of course.
And we're already back to Dragonstone.
Is this one episode like 6 months?
Yeah, this one episode fucking took like, I think, as long as the whole first season.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
She shakes her head and looks down.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He takes her hand and squeezes it.
I wish I could take it back.
This is so by the numbers, it's actually painful. It's like it was written by a robot.
It was like, okay, so given AI...
Except AI could, I'm pretty sure, have done better than this.
I wish we'd never gone.
She again sadly shakes her head.
I don't.
Oh,
If we hadn't gone, I wouldn't have seen. You have to see it to know.
oh, for fuck's sake, kill me now.
The dragons are my children.
As you keep saying, yes.
Yeah, you may have mentioned.
I want some wine.
I don't.
They're the only children I'll ever have. Do you understand?
He very slightly nods.
We are going to destroy the Night
Currently-
King and his army. We'll do it together. You have my word.
Thank you, Danny.
He calls her Danny now,
What?
all of a sudden. Oh, don't worry. Soon he'll call her McQueen.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I am actually... I think this episode has damaged my mental health in a serious way. Like, I don't know if I'll fucking recover from this.
Oh, I can't wait for season 8.
We may have to reschedule tomorrow's stream.
Yeah, I'll just put this one up.
No. No one sees this ever.
Really?
Too many people have been infected by this season already. We can't help it spread.
I'm not sure. Was it my brother?
Who you killed?
Not the company you want to keep.
All right. Not Danny. How about my queen?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'd bend the knee, but
What about those who swore allegiance to you?
they'll all come to see you for what you are.
Near tears, she takes his hand.
Why?
I hope I deserve it.
You do.
No, you don't.
She attempts to
This is
withdraw
worse
her
than the
hand, but
Veil's
he holds it
ham-fisted
tight.
romance scene. Jesus.
They exchange a look.
What romance scene is even there in the
You know
river?
the one when you're going down, he's describing the river and the controller is like doing the heartbeat vibration and it has the music in the background.
Oh.
Do you not remember that
have,
scene?
I must have repressed that one.
Yeah, and you should have. It was bad. But this is worse. It's like when
Now,
you're
as
going
she
towards the
pulls her
camp
hand away, he releases it.
the first time.
You should get some rest.
He half nods and closes his eyes. She gets up and leaves, as if having to tear herself away.
Oh no.
Left alone.
She just met him 3 days ago. Or 3 months ago. Or 3 years ago. Who knows at this point. 3 episodes ago, anyway.
Okay, you know that whole Bronn being just drunk and telling a fucking story?
Oh yeah.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes so much sense.
It does. It really does.
The lack of any sort of time scale. The
Yeah,
just nick of time.
He's just like talking, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then John fucking died, but then he didn't die, and then Danny saved him with a dragon.
Oh,
and then they love each other.
sake.
And they're gonna
Please say
fuck.
it's the end.
You know, that's totally what Bron would say. And they're gonna fuck.
True. Oh, I can't believe there's
And by
another
the way,
season of this to go.
Danny is John's aunt, so they're gonna have nice, sweet sex.
Wait, what?
Yep. Think about it.
Oh, shit. That adds a whole other layer of ugh to this. God damn it, I did not need that information.
Alone, Jon Snow appears far from peacefully at rest.
There's 2 theories we need to publish. The show
Yeah.
is Bron's retelling of the story, and what was the other one? Oh, White Walkers are actually
The White
just
Walkers being
trying
secretly
to make-
Donald Trump fans,
trying
trying
to
to
make the
bring
world a better
democracy.
place, you know?
4 columns of corpses haul vast chains which descend through a huge hole in the frozen lake.
Oh, for
White
fuck's sake,
walkers
if they
on
get a zombie
horseback
dragon, I'm
observe
calling so
as
much
up
bullshit.
Through the hole and through the ice emerges the body of Daenerys' dragon.
Let me guess, the White King is going to ride the skeleton dragon. Of course.
Night King.
I'm sorry, I cannot think at the moment.
As the vast creature
Where the fuck
is
did I get
hauled
White
up
King?
onto
Jesus.
the bank, the Night King marches down towards it.
Ah, here we are. Oh, the cliches.
Totally didn't see this coming.
The Night King walks up to the dragon's muzzle. He crouches down and places his hand on its scales. The camera focuses in on the creature's closed right eye.
Oh yeah. Okay, guess now. What's gonna happen?
It's gonna open.
And?
Breathe fire, probably.
No, but the eye.
Oh, turn blue.
Yeah.
This suddenly opens, now shining a cold, eerie blue. The end.
That was perfect. That timing was perfect. Oh, but thank God it's the end. I can't. I need to. It hurts.
Oh. That was a wild ride.
Fucking hell, I need to play some battle. I'm gonna need to go and play some Hearthstone Battlegrounds. Jesus, I need to do something that isn't, with that. I was gonna run for 2 seconds. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay. Well, let's just, since
you cut out.
We are totally putting the stream up publicly.
No,
because that was an awesome stream. So, thank you all for watching. Eventually, hope you enjoyed.
Are we actually?
Hope you enjoyed us suffering through this.
I didn't.
We will see you guys next time. If we survive.
Yeah. I think my nose is bleeding. I've taken too much psychic damage.
Yeah, the psychic damage has been rather massive.
Fuck mind flares, just put this on.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is what mind flayers watch. This is like their shit.
No,
they love this.
That's what they do. When they attack someone, they just put images of this into their head.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Seeing this on repeat. Only this episode. On repeat. Forever.
No.
And that's all you dream.
No.
Oh my God. Wait, was that an actual echo? How did you do that?
Don't worry about that.
Okay. I'm very concerned. Let's stop this.
Thank you all for watching.
Let's just stop. I need to go.
Stream. We'll see you next time for something a bit more interesting. Well,
hopefully.
I think this was interesting. Something a little bit less painful.
Thunderstep Gaming.